Hi, in this video we're going to add or subtract algebraic fractions where prior factorisation of the denominator is required. So as I said, we want to factorise these denominators and we'll see how that might help us. So the first one is a quadratic. We need two numbers which add to give this middle number of 12 and times to give the last number of 20. Those numbers are 10 and 2. So we've got x plus 10, x plus 2. And the second one, we need two numbers that add to give minus 4 times to give negative 12. They are minus 6 and plus 2. Now, remember, to add or subtract algebraic fractions, or fractions in general, we need the same denominator. So we need these to be the same. And we do that by scaling each of the fractions until the denominators are the same. Now, the useful thing here is that the x plus 2 is common. So they already have that in common. I don't need to scale by anything related to x plus 2, but I do need this other stuff here to be the same, like this and this. So you can do that by scaling. So this fraction, this denominator has an x minus 6, but this doesn't. So I'm going to multiply the top and bottom of this first fraction by x minus 6. And then this second fraction doesn't have an x plus 10, so I'm going to multiply by top and bottom by x plus 10. Whatever you times the top by, you have to times the bottom by the same. And now, look, we do have the same denominator. The same brackets, but just in a different order. That doesn't matter. They're still going to be the same. Right, so we can now add the numerators because we've got an addition of fractions here. So we've got 1 times x minus 6 plus 1 times x plus 10. So that's your numerator. And then we've got this denominator here. Now, in general, once you get to this stage, once you combine to a single fraction, you should always expand and simplify the numerator if there's an expansion to be done, but you should not expand the denominator, and we'll see why in a second. So let's just simplify the numerator, collect like terms. We've got 2x plus 4 over x plus 10, x plus 2, x minus 6. Now, the reason I didn't expand the denominator is because, can you see this numerator? We can factorize it further, and we see there might be a common factor which cancels something at the bottom. So 2x plus 4, we can take the 2 out to get 2 brackets x plus 2. So always try to factorize the numerator at this stage if you can. And then let's write out the denominator. Now, can you see that the top and bottom of this fraction, they have an x plus 2 in common, don't they? They've got this in common. So we can just divide the top and bottom of the fraction by x plus 2. We can cancel those. And we're left with something a bit simpler. We're left with 2 over x plus 10, x minus 6. Now, at this stage, you wouldn't be penalised if you did expand out the denominator, but you can just leave it factorised because it's no simpler in expanded form than it is in factorised form. So that is the final answer.